Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, yet another very important update came in from IRCC. This is not one, this is a set of 4 updates, and I'll be sharing with you all these updates with you. But before that, a very small request. If you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. Just remember one single thing, this channel is dedicated to Canadian immigration. Let's move on to a very important video which is about major changes announced by IRCC. So what are these changes? So these changes are impacting lots of people. So we will go, first of all, let's see what these changes are and what the impact will be. So straight away, let's see what the changes are. There are 4 changes which are announced by the minister. So the first change, so the removal of LMIA based points in express entry. That's the first and the biggest change. The second, end of flag polling. The third, and that is faster hearing for illegitimate refugee claims. The last is strengthening IRCC authority to address fraud cases. So they can quickly address the fraud cases. These are the 4 major changes. Let's go line by line in detail about all these 4 changes, what these changes are, how they are going to impact you, what is positive, what is negative. We'll talk in detail about all these 4 changes. Let's start first of all with number 1 change which is impacting, which is removal of LMIA based express entry points. So what happens in LMIA? There are in express entry there are various criteria. One of the criteria is you get awarded if you have a job offer, and LMIA based job offer can give you 50 to 200 points. Now most of the people are only talking about 50. Well, it's not 50. So candidates can receive from 50 points to 200 points. 50 points are for tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 0 gets you 200 points. And I have covered all this in detail in my previous videos. Now, this is the current status. Now, what has changed? The change is LMIA based points will no longer be awarded. No 50 points, no 200 points. These points will not be awarded. So, why all this has been done? Let us look at that. So, removal of the points, LMIA based points in express entry, reason. So, the major and the only reason to remove this is extreme misuse. Yes, government is forced to do this. And in fact, many people, in fact, I have also written letter, emails to IRCC minister to remove this way back in June. So these are very essential because extreme misuse of this is going on. Now, what is the impact? So impact is that first impact is CRS will come down. CRS has reached 539, 540. That's ridiculous. So CRS points will come down. CRS score in the next draws, you will see it will come down very fast. So it will be a level playing ground, because what happens is this was actually a good thing, but the misuse was people started buying LMIAs. Then they buy LMIA, then they add LMIA to their points. and then they increase the score. So with this, there will be a level ground. People who are not buying LMIAs, who can not afford LMIAs, that's equal. So that's one of the important benefits which will be there. Of course, CRS will come down. Of course, it will be a level playing ground, and plus focus will shift towards the other CRS factors, like those factors which are in your control, like skills, like language, particularly English and French language. So people will be forced to do more efforts on language, particularly English, particularly French. And of course, sale and purchase of LMIA will stop, will reduce at least. I can't say if that's going to happen, but of course it will reduce. So these are the impacts or benefits and reason I told you. So now let's look at the point number 2, end of flag polling. Now for those, I have covered flag polling in detail in many of my previous videos. But for those who are watching me for the very first time, let me explain you quickly what the flag polling is. So flag polling is when you basically temporary resident. Temporary residents include visitors, students, current work permit holders. When they exit Canada through land border, they exit Canada through land border, go to the US border and come back from that side, and then they basically get same day immigration services by CBSA officials. Basically, it is a way to get a faster work permit. So visitors use this, students use this, many workers use this. So this was flag polling and change. What is the change which happened? Now the change is flag polling is no longer allowed. No flag polling. There is no point. You will not be going to the border. Simply no to the border. Going to the border and getting the work permit is done. No more. And temporary residents have to apply online. Now here is the catch. Temporary residents only, students and current work permit holders. Visitors already, the online apply is already done. So that's the current choice. Now that's the change. Why this change has done? The end of flag polling, the major reason of this, there are many reasons, but I am taking only top 4 reasons. First, the border officials on both sides, US side, Canada side, both sides are extremely stressed because of this. And there was lots of pressure from the recent elected Donald Trump, US president. Donald Trump was totally against this, and there was a lot of pressure on Canada. The other thing is, they want, because US borders, in fact, whenever I also go to the border, my relatives live in US, and whenever I cross, sometimes the lineup is so long, more than 45 minutes, half hour, 1 hour, it could be that long. So border officials needs to focus on their main core things, and basically this will prevent from bypassing the standard application process. So let me tell you, many of the immigration consultants, fake or genuine, whatever, they have made a kind of a practice going to the border and getting the work permit. So, and they proudly show the videos. Hey, I am going to the border. Hey, I got another work permit. And they proudly show that. Their clients show that. They interview the clients on the border. So this is what was happening, and that was a major reason flag polling ended for temporary residents. So now I want to tell you a very important thing, and this again nobody will tell you. So May 22, 2024. So what happened was flag polling ended not in one shot. It started from May when the service hours were reduced. And in June, the postgraduate work permit holders, they were flagpoling was ended for them. And then because postgraduate work permit holders, they constitute almost 20% of the flagpoling. December, which is now, the flagpoling is ended altogether. No more flagpoling. Now, there was discussion going on to make in Canada POE centers, but I think that is also scrapped. No more POE centers within Canada. So earlier, the IRCC was thinking they will make some POE centers inside Canada where you can go and get your work permit. You don't need to do the flagpoling. Even the POE centers also are scrapped. So chances are even you won't get that. So flagpoling is eliminated, done forever. That's it. So that's point number 2. Point number 3 is address illegitimate refugee claims. So refugees, Canada is actually facing a tsunami of refugees. There is a tsunami of refugees which is coming up. Why? Many reasons. Because we have huge population and about 2 to 3 million who are going to go out of status and they are going to file the refugee. And 90% of those refugees cases are fake, illegitimate. So plus we have the problem which is US. The US side problem is because Donald Trump is going to be really strict on US side of the refugees, and so many refugees from US will come to Canada. So that is why Canada is going to face a huge refugee challenge. I will share with you complete video on this refugee challenge, but what happened here, I'm just trying to let you know that government is aware of this and they are illegitimate refugee claims. So illegitimate refugee claims, they consume resources, they consume manpower, and there is kind of a package deals going on from India. We will get you the visa, you go to the border, you file refugee. They don't even, they don't even see the potential that can a person go through the regular channels. Just fake refugee, illegitimate refugee claims. And those illegitimate refugee claims, those fake claims, what government is planning is accelerated, faster, very faster hearing, so that the illegitimate refugee claims, and particularly many students who are kind of counseled, I'm using the word counseled, who are counseled by some of our even good friends, by authorized representatives also to put the refugee. That's wrong. And those cases will be addressed really fast and there will be penalties also. So sweeping reforms, and I'm using the word sweeping reforms, will happen particularly for the fraudulent, illegitimate refugee claims. So that's the point number 3. Now, what is the reason behind it? Reason is people are abusing our refugee system. Refugee is basically for people in need, and people are abusing that. So impact, what is going to be the impact? Faster resolution of the claims, both illegitimate as well as legitimate. And resources, because those resources are consumed. Today, if you file a refugee, you will not get a hearing till 1 year, maybe more even. But here, the things will change. That's what the minister said. Now, the fourth and the last point of all this discussion changes is IRCC will be more strengthened. They will be given additional powers to cancel, to suspend, to modify your existing immigration documents also. If you have immigration documents, if they feel it is a fraud, they can change the documents. They will be given additional powers. And of course, they can temporarily suspend or stop accepting the applications if they see there is a mass fraud happening, like the fraud which happened with the students, the LOA fraud. So if that kind of thing happens, the chances are they will stop accepting altogether. So these additional powers will be given. And what is the purpose? The purpose is to maintain the integrity of the immigration system, quickly address the fraudulent practices, and enhance the security and trust which is there in the system. So these are the four major changes. And well, changes are happening every day, every minute in Canadian immigration system. So you need to know more about your individual case. You want to discuss your case, more than welcome. You can know the right path, the right way, proper guidance, and you can book an appointment. You can discuss any type of immigration case with us. So whether it is an express entry, refugee, student cases, spousal cases, caregiver, any type. So our office is located in Brampton, one and only one office in Brampton, address, email ID, phone number. Everything is shared right here with you. Very important. If you have still not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.